Welcome to the 2023 PALLY Awards presented by your friends, the Comics Pals, your pals, the Comics Pals. And we are here, all four of us are here. We've got Kale,
What's up, hot dogs?
Marco, and Tyler. This is a podcast.
It's the worst.
Yeah, it's
The
a
worst
podcast where I'm doing
catchphrase ever.
visual gags.
Tyler.
Hi, hello, my Tyler's Twinks out there.
And I'm Sean. And this is the final episode of the Comics Pals
Period.
of the year.
Oh.
No. And we like to do things in a particular way. We like to celebrate comics. We spend all year doing Pals Pulls and talking about these books. And listen, we're not celebrating them on Pals Pulls all the time. But today,
Most of the time.
well, we try. Today, we are dedicating ourselves to two things: celebrating the comic book industry and
Hell
the
yeah.
comics that we loved, but also all about bragging rights and winning the prediction game.
Oh yeah.
So we're going to have a lot of fun. Thank you all who are joining us, whether you are live, whether you're listening to us in years from now when there is no more show, whatever. Thank you for being here. Smash the like button because we will absolutely be playing a draft, the final draft of the year. It's going to be a lot of fun. I saved my personal favorite draft idea that I've had so far for this episode. So it should be a good time. Now, we are going to start with, and by the way, if you're wearing your Saturday best and you're on our Discord server and you decided to get dressed up for this, share some pictures in the Discord. We'd
that's
love to
right.
see it.
Oh,
What's
that'd
the
be
drip?
cool.
What's
Yeah.
the drip?
Send pics, or as
Yeah.
some listeners have asked me, show poll.
Wow. All right. We're going to kick things off hot. We're going to start off red hot because we are going straight into the 2023 predictions.
Uh-oh.
So,
I mean, I've prepared my victory speech, Sean. So
oh
just
my
let me
God.
know.
If you are unfamiliar, this is how it works. Last year, I asked all of us questions and we gave answers. And now that the year has passed, all of it was based on prediction. Now that the year has passed, I have compiled all of the questions, all of the answers, and I know who was right and who was wrong. And I have the answers as to who won the prediction game. So I'm going to run down the list of every question. We're going to go over who was right and who was wrong. For the record, last year, we had a three-way tie. It was me, Kale, and Marco.
Oh damn! I was on the board.
Yes. Tyler was not,
No,
unfortunately.
no, it wasn't. I don't expect to be this time either.
This year, things are going to be very different.
Yeah.
Very, very different. All right.
I feel more disconnected, I think, than I've ever felt.
Yeah. So what are your predictions of the prediction game? Who do you think did well this year?
I just
I mean,
really
if
hope
my-
it's not Marco.
If I can speak for my vanity, it's gonna be me.
Wow.
I feel good, but I don't know why. It's not justified.
So I don't feel good about my results, but I feel like Marco would be insane enough to know his predictions throughout the entire year and tailor
Yeah.
all of his taste to make those predictions come true.
That's too much effort. That's
Think that of
too much.
Marco?
I think he's insane enough to do it. Yeah,
It's
I'm not
a
that
fucking
maniacal.
spreadsheet. It's a spreadsheet.
It's
He
true.
loves that shit.
it's true. Yeah.
He's probably got it up right now.
I'll do up your spreadsheet, yo. Call me, hit me up, hit my line.
All right. Enough chit chat. Let's do it. Let's run it. So, we started with which superhero movie will you enjoy the most?
Oh no.
If you want to contest this, you can feel free. I feel like these answers are ironclad. By the way, well, it doesn't apply to this segment. Forget it. Tyler chose Across the Spider-Verse.
I was wrong.
So what was the answer? Because I gave you a plus on that. What was the answer?
Then take me off the list because it was not Across the Spider-Verse. It was, I think it was Guardians.
Okay. All right. So you lose a point.
Idiot.
I play fair.
Marco chose Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania.
God
That
damn
is
it.
not correct. Kale chose Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was just like, if they thought about it, I feel like I had to take the second to think about it, but I feel good about that.
All right.
Just
I
trying to
gave you
weigh
the
it,
point on that.
trying to weigh it between that and the Marvels, but I think Across the Spider-Verse edges it out.
And I picked Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania.
Woof.
Oh no way! Hold on a second. No,
Absolutely.
I'm reframing the entirety of that review, the entirety of all the things praised about that.
Go ahead.
This
I've been consistent. I love that movie.
Recount.
Go ahead.
You like the movie where the rest of us, I feel like, derided said movie, and yet here you stand victorious. Well, I guess a point with Kale. I'll take if it was a sole point, I'd feel differently. But Kale's on the board, so
Marco, what are you saying?
Like he has any power here.
I don't. He's wearing
Ay,
a
ay,
suit.
ay.
I'm inclined to trust him.
I think we're getting a look at business, Marco, and I don't like it.
I'm the suit.
All right. Next, that was all we did, I think, for the movies and stuff. Well, we did TV. Which superhero TV show will you enjoy the most? For this category, we were allowed to pick 2 because we weren't sure what would actually come out. This year was a bloodbath for superhero television.
Yeah.
Most of what was predicted to release did not release. So good thing we chose 2. So here we go. Tyler chose Agatha as his first pick, and his backup pick was Penguin.
Damn, writer strike got me.
Eliminated. Neither one of those came out. Marco chose Penguin
Oh,
and Secret Invasion.
oh,
Yikes.
damn, dude.
Done.
All
Yikes.
right, well,
Kale chose Secret Invasion and Agatha.
I did?
You sure did.
Why?
Don't know.
Aubrey Plaza.
Well, I bet it was because I had to have a second choice. To be fair, I didn't watch Secret Invasion, so I don't have an opinion about it.
I chose Penguin and Secret Invasion.
oh, but you didn't like that
Wow.
one, right?
Nobody gets a point there then.
I liked it. Over what?
I thought you
Well.
didn't like it.
Yeah, I feel like I remember you saying you didn't like it.
When did I say that?
Episode 3.
I thought the whole show was awesome except the end because the CGI sucked ass. The big fight at the end sucked.
I thought you were deriding the fact that it wasted Secret Invasion.
Oh yeah, of course it did. I don't. Whatever.
Okay.
You
No,
guys can
no
say it's not a point, but if you
No,
can point to
that's-
me
That's
what
consistent. That's consistent.
Fair.
show, will Marvel announce an end to the Krakoan era in 2023?
Oh.
As we
Said
know,
no.
they
Oh.
absolutely did announce that is official and confirmed by the parameters that we set at the time. Every single one of us said no.
Oh, wait,
Wow.
cool.
So
We thought we were in our golden era.
so as it stands right now, I have 2 points. Kel has 1. The other 2, unfortunately, have none. Will DC announce a reboot of their comic book line? That did not happen. DC did not announce a reboot of the comic book line. We all said no.
Okay, all right,
So we're all on the board now.
nice.
Will Marvel change the release date of Fantastic Four back to 2024? Longtime listeners will know I have a bet going on with another listener named Kefis that if Fantastic Four does not release in 2024, I owe him an omnibus and the reverse. So we know that did not happen. They did not revert the release date in 2024. In fact, I think they actually extended it further out.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
So sucks for me. However, we all said no. So we all got a point on that.
Okay.
We
So
who?
all four of us, we all said that it would not happen.
You stuck by that,
Of
even though
course
you have
I
the bet
did.
going.
Of course I did. I'm not stupid. I made that bet 2 years ago.
He's not doubling down.
All right.
Will James Gunn stop tweeting DC information in 2023?
Oh, surely I said no.
He hasn't stopped. He ain't stopping. I didn't even include that in next year's because it's just not going to happen. We all said no.
Okay. Nice.
This question was very, very hotly debated, and it had a ton of caveats. Will Spider-Man 4 be announced? Now, if you guys don't remember, we extended that question. Obviously, when you say that, you're talking about Tom Holland. We extended that question to include a Spider-Man 4 in the Raimi verse or even an Amazing Spider-Man 3.
Oh, wow.
And if you said you thought that would happen, if you said yes and you were wrong, you got a minus point.
Marco went down.
No way. There's no way I said yes to that.
I said no. Kale said yes.
No, I wouldn't. Why would I do that?
Fool.
Kale said yes. Marco said no.
Oh, phew. Okay.
Damn it.
Consistent.
Who-
Consistent.
Who is this Kale?
You were
This
being bold.
motherfucker's ruining my life.
You were being bold, and I encouraged it, and it was great. And Tyler said yes.
Oh, bum bum bum.
I'm really good at being bad at this.
Oh my goodness.
I feel like the year before I got a really good like winning point because I was bold. So I think last year I must have been trying to hot shot.
Felt a bit emboldened.
Yeah.
Will there be a cameo from Tom Holland in Across the Spider-Verse? Tyler said yes.
Oof.
Marco said yes.
Oh, fool.
Kale said no. And I said no, hell no.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't get the full movie, so we might see it in the second half.
Nice.
So I
Is
think
that one?
that's,
Is that one sticking over?
Yeah, I think that
is
one rolls
carrying
over if that movie ever comes out.
Yeah, right. And the final question, the final prediction that we made for 2023 is the biggest one, as ever. Who will be the breakout creator of 2023?
Oh.
Now, this is the only one that I gave no one a point to because I wanted to see what we all said, because this one is hard. It's a tough one. Tyler's answer was Stephanie Phillips. I think we can all agree that unfortunately that didn't happen. She had an all right year. She did Werewolf, Cap Wolf.
She's getting more stuff
Grimm.
out.
Grimm's still good. The book she did with Humanoids was good.
Yeah.
But I don't know that she really lit the world on
We got
fire.
Ghost Spider next year, so maybe next year will be her year. Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Double down.
Marco chose Philip Kennedy Johnson.
Oh,
However,
I must have been some event bullshit. He needed to do a thing.
there was a major caveat because
Oh.
obviously Philip Kennedy Johnson was already big in 2022. The caveat was that he had to do a crisis-style line-wide event.
Nope.
And as we know, that did not happen in 2023. So by the criteria, Marco cannot get a point.
Shout out to Philip Kennedy Johnson. Hats off.
Oh, yeah.
Great
yeah.
year.
Kale chose Leia Williams.
Wow.
Safe
Leo-
bet for me, I think.
Safe bet. Leia Williams had a solid year. Did the Power
Mhm.
Girl stuff that
Mhm.
I think was pretty good overall, but sort of a quiet
Yeah.
year, I would
Yeah.
say. Now I chose. Oh man, and this choice was actually influenced by someone who would become integral to our show over the year. This choice was influenced by Dan Trudeau,
Ooh.
who suggested the name Jeremy Adams.
Huh.
Now, do we know Jeremy Adams did The Flash,
Yeah.
was bumped off for the Spurrier run,
Ooh.
and has since been doing the Jay Garrick Flash book, I believe.
And Greenland.
And Green Lantern.
Right.
Good year, not a breakout year. The reason why I think this is contestable is because if someone has to win, I think Jeremy Adams had the best year out of everybody else, except PKJ, but he's disqualified.
Right.
I say nobody wins.
Yeah. Jeremy Adams got bumped off his own book.
Word.
That is true.
Full zeros
No
across the
points.
board.
Yeah, I think he had a horizontal year at best.
I don't know if I would say horizontal.
Lateral.
I definitely
Lateral,
wouldn't.
lateral,
I
that's what I
yeah,
meant.
Lateral.
Yeah.
yeah. I wouldn't say it was a lateral year, but if the chat says this is a no point, then I will concede to that. But the answer cannot be Philip Kennedy Johnson. Marco cannot win this tier.
Thank you, Amin. Thank you, Amin. In Amin's book, Marco wins, so that's what matters.
That's
what matters to me.
it's
That's
wrong.
immaterial. That's immaterial.
Without the caveat, I think Marco would have won. I think the Hulk
No
stuff.
shit, obviously.
Yeah.
But we
Such a
have
good
the
choice.
caveat for a reason.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we could just choose Ram V and Tom King.
Every year.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Damn.
Lost one book and picked up two. Green Lantern was a promotion. I don't know. I'm seeing
I
it.
don't see it because it's Flash and Green Lantern they're on the same level.
Who did he do 1 Minute War?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nah, I say no points.
We're asking the
Joel-
chat. That's okay, Tyler.
For the record, I also say no points.
Jeremy
Joel says no
Adams-
points.
Joel says no point. Atomic Count says Jeremy Adams of those selections. Mark Wade was hot. Mark Wade cannot be a breakout star in
could break out again.
2023. All right, I'll concede the no point. The reason I'll concede the no point is because it doesn't actually matter.
Because he wins anyway.
I win anyway.
I simply cannot believe that prediction.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go back into all the episodes and find the Secret Invasion hate. That's fine. Well, I'll get it ready for next year.
Go
Compilation
right
video.
ahead. Go
Get that
right
ready
ahead.
for Sean's birthday.
How'd that Spider-Man 4 bet go for you?
No, I'm not saying I'm not good at this. I am not. I can't remember past a month or forward a month.
Uncaged says, wasn't Green Lantern supposed to be 6, then 12, then ongoing? If so, that's winning. I agree.
It's not-
Fair.
yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
But-
Pete.
It's okay. It's okay. Amin says, Sean with his inner Ozymandias won 15 minutes ago. I won a year ago.
Yo.
So
That's how Sean plays.
what was the score difference? Was it a point?
2
So
points, I think.
So I have myself at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have Kale at 1, 2, 3, 4. I have Marco at 1, 2, 3, 4, and Tyler at 3.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
I wasn't even close then.
Damn.
Just cleaned up this year.
3 points. God damn.
Well, for my victory, the first solo victory that I've had in 2 years, because it was a 3-way tie last year and then a 2-way tie the year before, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
I want to say, Sean Trump has entered the chat. Please, no. I want to say thank you to all the supporters. Thank you to the pals for being bad at this game. KO was my only real competition, but you shouldn't have said Spider-Man 4 was coming out.
Chat the bed.
That was a mistake. Get good.
Sean, that's not
Thank
the
you for
list.
playing.
It's not what the lines say here. Actually, I don't-
I think we need a third party. I just think there's issues with contestants also coming up with the scores. I'm just saying.
Hey, anyone can do it. Anyone who wants to
saying.
spend the time, doing it like I did can absolutely do that.
Amin says rare Sean W.
Rare. I don't know. I've won every year. I've been a part of the winning every single year. Damn, I was almost Team Sean this year, but it felt biased. Kale, you let me down.
It felt biased, so she picked me instead. Well, hey, if I'm your second choice, I don't even want to be your first choice.
Yikes!
That's
Just saying.
you know what?
Amen to that, brother.
Good. That's a
I
good
don't
statement.
need that shit.
That's a good statement. I like that statement. All right. Who would you consider a breakout this year? That is what we are about to answer right now, Dan. We are about to answer it right now because you guys are going to watch us and hear us determine our predictions for next year. So, who do we think will be the biggest star in 2024? All those things we're going to answer here now. So, let's run through this and then we will jump into the Pallies proper. All right, here we go. First question. Will DC announce a reboot of their comics line? This is an annual question.
No.
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 No. Yeah. No, I doubt Warner even cares anymore.
Let it burn, they said.
Still too early, I say.
All right. So we move on to the next one. Oh my God. This is purely based on what's been happening recently. Will Mark Miller make a comic book
Ooh.
with Ethan Van Sciver?
Ooh,
Ooh.
damn.
in
I hate that,
2024?
Sean. I hate that you came up with that.
I say no, but he will next year.
How is-
the year,
In
the year
2025?
after it'll come out. He'll be driven to the edge this year, and then next year is when it's announced.
That is a good point, though. It has to come out. You said it right.
Yeah.
Oh, then no. EVS books don't come out.
No. It doesn't have to come out. It just has to. It has
Be
to
announced.
exist.
Be
Yeah.
announced.
No, I would say no.
I'm gonna say no as well. I like Kale's 2025 prediction though. He's thinking ahead. He's thinking long term.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no, but not no forever. No for now.
Yeah, we got a couple. Oh, we got a couple yeses for reboots. Interesting. Okay.
Really?
Yeah, Fee Waiver and Amin. All right.
Wow. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see. You guys are gonna be wrong. Watch this space. Come back here. I hope to see you guys here. I hope to see you here in 2024, so we can talk about everybody who's wrong, not just the pals that are wrong.
On the Mark Millar question, and says it'll be about Cyberfrog preventing 9/11 or some shit.
Oh man. Okay. Will Gail Simone be announced as the writer of X-Men? It's time to put our money where our mouths are right now. Will it happen? Yes or no?
Question: what X-Men? An X-Men
good
book?
Question.
Oh,
Good
Yeah.
question.
Or the flagship X-Men book?
I'm glad you asked that. So go ahead, Gil.
I say flagship.
I think it's a good constraint.
That is easier to judge than just any X-Men book.
I think they're equally easy to judge because if she's writing an X-Men book,
Sure,
she's writing
sure,
an X-Men book.
X title. Yeah.
It's what we want. Do we say straight up X-Men? And by that, I mean whatever the main X-Men book is, or does it count if she works on an X-Men title as an ongoing writer, as one of the main books announced with whatever the new era is going to be?
No. I like that constraint of it being like main title, like big flagship X-Men. And to that I say yes.
I also say yes.
Announce, right?
If it, I mean, it's gonna come out because July is when it's happening. So if
Oh,
it's
sure.
if it's gonna be, yeah.
Okay, yeah. X scale, let's go.
Yeah, I agree.
So wait, sorry, my cat distracted me. Is it the flagship title? Is that where
Yeah.
I say
Yeah,
no?
yeah.
I say yes.
Ooh, interesting.
So we have 3 yeses and a no.
Wow.
Which, based on our history, means she's going to be writing one. So
So congratulations, fellas.
I just feel like Marvel's put it out there by
Yeah.
having her be on the Free Comic Book Day issue.
Yeah.
But we'll see. A lot of yeses in the chat. I see it. I see a severe no, but that's okay. Another opportunity for us to put our money where our mouths are. Will Philip Kennedy Johnson be announced as the writer of Justice League or the Avengers?
Ooh.
So is it either or is it just
Either or.
One or the other. If he's announced for one and you said yes, you win the
what
point.
counts?
what if he does both? No,
That'd be
has it
great.
ever happened? No.
I don't think they would let that happen. And also, I want to say, I would imagine that if the answer is yes, right, and he does work on one or the other, he would most likely, this is in my mind, have to be exclusive to either company. I don't think that either one of them would allow a person who's not exclusive to do the flagship book.
I feel like that makes sense, and they've not made any kind of indication about that for PKJ.
Right.
Ooh, but he's making moves at Marvel with Hulk.
He has been, yeah, that's right.
But Hulk also just got a new editor.
Mm-hmm.
The Hulk line has what part of is the Hulk part of the Avengers line?
I think it's just like its own.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I have a clarification question on the Avengers. Does it have to be Avengers, or could they announce like Avengers Inc. or something?
No. For both of these, it's the main book.
The Avengers, the Justice League.
I'm gonna hedge my bets. I'm gonna say yes. I think he's been on such a come up that they'd be foolish not to put him in either title. Somebody needs to pick those books up with talent. Ooh, not to say that.
I'm gonna say no, and not that he shouldn't. I just don't see it right now.
I also say no.
I think I say no.
Oh damn
I
it!
think the decks have been too shuffled. I think it's coming, but I don't think it's yet.
I think you need to have a Batman or a, one of those books. I mean, Hulk is kind of big, but
I think my trouble is he's the exclusivity question is my bugbear.
Bedbug.
I think he's still two in both camps.
Sean, was that a hard criteria that he has to be exclusive as well?
No.
Or
I
you
mean,
just don't
it's-
see him not being exclusive and being able to write one of those?
That's just his
That's
clue.
just my supposition.
Yeah.
The chat seems to
Ooh.
think yes, and Philosopher King says Jed isn't leaving Avengers in 2024. That sucks.
And-
But
yeah. Vengeance says PKJ said he has a DC announcement coming in 2024.
Oh, come on,
well,
come on,
could
baby.
be the league. Could be
Yeah.
that
It's
could
going to be a
Marco's
Batman
point.
Black Label book.
We'll see.
Oh,
Yeah.
if
I'm-
he goes on,
yeah.
if he goes on to Justice League, immediately pick up. Immediate.
I'm with Tyler though that I think he still has to do one more thing. Like I think he has to have one more major book before he gets that top spot. Even Al Ewing hasn't had it. I think Al Ewing is more likely for Avengers than PKJ, and I think Williamson is more likely for the league than PKJ.
I don't know, man. We'll see how it shakes out.
It feels like Williamson should have had a Justice League book at this point already. It's kind of
Yes.
wild that
I think if there was one, he would be after Dark Crisis, it
Yeah.
would have been him.
And I feel like Green Arrow is like the backdoor pilot for that.
Well, why don't we talk about Greg Capullo? Greg Capullo, we know, has made the move to Marvel. He's signed a contract, Marvel exclusive. What is the first Marvel series that Greg Capullo will work on? Caveat. I'm not talking about a one shot. I'm not talking about cover art. I'm talking about interiors in an ongoing or limited series.
Who was this? Sorry,
Greg Capullo.
Capullo. Either company?
Marco. Marvel.
Oh,
He
sorry.
just signed
I was
exclusive for
I
Marvel.
was responding. I was responding.
Do the show.
Put me down for X-Men.
It doesn't matter what the book is. Oh no, it does. It does. I'm sorry. Yes, X-Men. Okay. So wait, you think? Hold on. Like main X-Men title?
X-Men's tricky because what is a main X-Men title?
See, I'm gonna say Wolverine.
Specifically
okay.
Wolverine. Okay.
That's fun.
I'm all right with that. Yeah, I think that's easy Capullo win.
I'm gonna say X-Men. Then whatever main X-Men title is.
You think he's gonna be with Gail Simone on X-Men?
No, because I don't think Gail Simone's doing it.
Oh, okay.
I love this game.
Although that's not a bad team.
Now that you say it, yeah, I agree. Yeah, we've got Pete. Pete in the chat says Capullo 6-issue Wolverine one. Excuse
What
me?
is
6-issue. What's happening here? 6-issue Wolverine run.
And
I'm gonna say
yeah.
Hulk. And Maria, I apologize. I don't have the N
That's
yet,
not bad.
and that's not what I meant.
I'm gonna say Wolverine. I'm gonna go with Wolverine.
I like Hulk. I like Hulk too. That's a good
You're
answer.
switching?
No. I'm sticking with Wolverine, but I like Hulk.
Cal's not
I
a
think,
flip flopper.
Capullo will put Wolverine on the map, and that's something that character needs right now.
And somebody else is gonna pick. It's not gonna be Percy anymore, right? Like somebody else might potentially pick it up. So that might be a good time to switch it up.
Well, where Greg Capullo is, Scott Snyder is often not far behind. So, will Scott Snyder write a comic for Marvel in 2024?
No. I don't think he's had his full his explosion yet.
Yeah, I say no as well.
Now, Mark Millar. I say no.
Man, I really want it to happen so badly, but I just don't think it will. That sucks. I want it.
Who do you
I'm
want
gonna
him on?
Honestly, I really want to see him do Avengers. I really, really do.
I could see that.
And Captain America for some reason.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
The Cap who laughs.
Oh fuck. The Red Skull who laughs. Well, the Red Skull who laughs is the Red Skull, but I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
Will we know the new title of Avengers 5? And so the rumor is that Avengers 5, which is supposed to be the Kang Dynasty, is now being referred to internally as Avengers 5. In 2024, will we know the title of Avengers 5? Meaning, will it still be Kang Dynasty? Will it have another name? Anything? Will we know the name of the movie?
I say yes. I think that's enough time. They gotta get their ducks in a row.
So Marco's a yes.
I say we know of a name, yeah.
All right.
Whether that changes in the future, who knows, but I think we get some clarification on that.
I'll say yes.
Yeah, right? That's kind of where I'm at too.
Yeah, I don't know.
It could go. I feel like it could go a couple of different ways.
I'm gonna stick with yes. I'm gonna say yes. San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh, yeah.
I shouldn't have said that, but yes.
Cons are back.
Yep.
They love announcing those timelines. I don't want to gamble. I don't want to gamble.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
gamble,
yes.
baby. Oh, come
No,
on,
I'm gonna say
baby.
yes. I don't want to gamble.
Do
Kale
it. Do
playing
it.
the
too.
game.
Throw the
Playing the
dice,
game.
bro. Throw the dice.
No. Not after that Tom Holland bullshit. No way.
Was Tom
I
Holland
can't-
in any of the background things when they showed like Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire? Was Tom Holland?
So
there?
I checked, and the answer is no, but he was referenced. In that.
Yeah. Yeah, because he says something like that wizard and that stupid kid from whatever other universe.
Yeah. There's only one category left. This is the most contentious one every year. Who will be the breakout creator of 2024?
I got it. Locked and loaded. You guys are probably gonna have to add a caveat. Cy Spurrier.
I'm terrified that you're right.
Mm.
The caveat is, to me, he's gotta write the main event, not a flash side event, nothing like that. A main line wide DC event.
Bro, imagine Cy being the architect for not only Flash, but then doing a whole reboot. Oof. Oh, give it to me. Yes.
My nightmare.
Yeah, when you're already writing one of the main Justice League character solo books, you got to break out even further for that to count, I think.
Aggressively relaxing says me. I wouldn't bet against you.
B-Way versus Mark Millar. It's gonna be that big Van Sciver announcement.
Yo, honestly, hold on a second.
We said he gets a big break. We didn't say which direction.
He's gonna
That's
break
right.
out of the industry.
That's right.
Oh shit.
Ooh, Ben Percy. That's it's been quiet in his corner.
Harris, that's a good one.
Too
Ben
quiet
Percy.
though.
Avengers 5. This better work, bro.
Anyone else got their pick?
I'm still thinking. You thought I would have all year to think about this.
I'm gonna say Rom. And I'm wondering if he's gonna really blow up on the indie scene with this.
More so?
I'm really thinking of this Evangelion kaiju book.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, that's right.
Okay. So the last time someone chose Rom V was 2 years ago.
Mm.
And even at that time, I think it was you, Marco.
Yeah.
Even at that time, we said he had to have a hot indie book,
Yeah.
at least one, and a big mainline DC or Marvel type.
He's just coming off Detective.
That's right.
To me, Rom V to be considered breakout, he would have to have an event and a big indie book.
I think I might agree with that.
Both?
Mm-hmm.
I think he has the indie book in the bag,
Yeah.
but I do think he has to have like at the big two because he's playing there.
It's not enough for it to just release. It has to be big.
Sure.
The
Yeah.
indie book.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna gamble here. I
Yes.
think that's where I'm
baby.
gonna gamble. I'm gonna stick with Rom.
All
Hell
right.
Yeah.
All right.
I just feel like there's something cooking.
He's always cooking, baby.
What about breaking out from, possibly doing the big two previously, and then they're trying their hand at the independent scene and seeing what they can do there to break out there? Can I do something like that?
It depends on the name of the person.
Can I say Jeff Johns?
No.
Ooh.
That's, I don't.
How much higher can Jeff Johns go?
I give it a shot. All right. Hear me out. If it's somebody who's not done any big two stuff and they get a big two gig, is that breakout? And it gets good buzz?
Depends
I'd
on the
say.
name.
Yeah.
I want to pick Tony Fleeks. He wrote Stray Dogs and Local Man from Image, and Local Man has gotten a lot of freaking buzz this year
It's pretty good.
with Tim Seeley. He was writing.
I would say for a person at that name level, they just have to have a generally good year, and I think we can all tell what that would look like.
Okay, put me down. It's
Yeah.
FLEECS.
All right.
You should read Local Man. It's kind of a Matthew
It's on my
book.
list. It's been on everyone's best of the year too.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. But for those of you listening, I recommend that. A calculated man as well.
I'm going to go low like Tyler did this year. I'm going to choose Dennis Camp.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Dennis Camp that did the Children of the Vault book,
Right.
and the Bloodshot book that we really liked. I think that he's on a low enough level that if he has a generally good year, I would consider that a win. So I'm going to choose him. I
right.
really wanted to pick Kelly Thompson, but for her to have a breakout year, it would take a lot to win here.
Yeah.
And it's what's stacked on top of that is a lot of like industry bullshit too. Like,
Uncaged.
You
is a
tell me
good
the big
pick.
two has to let a woman write their big event book?
yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. Dennis Culver from Uncaged. That's a good choice.
Oh yeah,
Dennis
I was gonna call that out.
Culver.
Yeah. Oh, guys, what about Tom Hardy?
Venom,
Hey.
Venom.
Paul
Thanks,
Dano.
Ahmed.
Paul Dano.
He had a breakout year.
He
That
did.
Riddler book
introductory
was
year.
hot. Yeah. All right. We've gotten through the predictions. Check this space next year, same time, and we will be here live going over the predictions from this year. So we'll see. And this time I wrote them down in the moment.
Nice.
So no silly debate about whether or not it's rigged. It's in the moment right here and now.
I mean, it's definitely rigged. Just because you wrote it down doesn't mean it's not rigged.
Yeah, it just means the rigging starts early.
yeah.
Whoever writes the ultimates, says Joel in the chat.
Oh, Ryan North, of course.
His Fantastic
Ryan
Four was really
North.
good.
Aggressively relaxing reminds us that they gave Ryan North FF this year, and he says, I would guess he's got to have a great 2024.
Kale, have you read that Fantastic Four at all?
No,
I think you
like
would
Ryan
really
North,
like
though.
it. I think
Yeah.
you would really like it. Yeah.
Can I say that Dennis Camp is the writer of the Ultimate Universe portion of the Free Comic Book Day 2024 issue that Marvel's
Oh.
putting out? Spider-Man in the Ultimate Universe. Zeb
Okay, so he's already
Wells,
broken out, so you can't even pick him.
Dennis Camp.
Illegible.
Well, I think that means you got to amp it up.
What do you mean? We don't know that means he's going to be the writer.
Okay, so Gail Simone not writing X-Men.
It's a prediction. It's not a fact. You could say what you want. We'll see in July.
I will say what I want.
Yeah. Kelly Thompson got to write Uncanny X-Men and Amazing Spider-Man, each time with a team for a limited time.
When did she write X-Men?
I don't remember. I don't
I
know.
don't remember that.
I don't know.
Yeah, but for a limited time, and they weren't events.
Right.
So
What's up, Flo Dameron?
Yeah.
Flo says, great year for the pals. Thank you so much. Great year for you, too, on your channel, Bada Boom Podcast. Good
Good
stuff.
stuff, dude.
We've got the Pallies coming up imminently. So don't go anywhere.
Stuart imminently.
Oh, nice.
We're going to have a lot more fun. I want to say thank you for making this an incredible year for the Comics Pals. It has been phenomenal. Patrons, thank you so much for your support throughout this year. It's been incredible. I always had the goal in my mind of getting to 20 patrons. That was sort of like an internal thing that we had discussed. Like, oh, it'd be cool if 20 people wanted to support us on Patreon. We've cleared that. And that is due to, obviously, you guys. So thank you so much. Thank you for listening to my spiel every week. And those of you who've chosen to make the jump after being bombarded. We do this show 52 episodes a year. So
Sir.
52 episodes straight. You've heard me shout out patreon.com/thecomicspals. Thank you so much to everybody who has joined us over there. Whether you get your name shouted out every week or not, your support is integral to what we do. And we're really grateful for all of you. So thank you. Speaking of getting your name shouted out, these are the people who have joined the Palsverse. This is the Palsverse. It is really taking shape. It's incredible. Special shout out to the best pals in the universe, Thunderstruck Rebecca Alejandro, the Hound of Justice Atomic Hound, Star-Crossed Catherine Stars, and Relentless Ryan Murphy. I also want to say thank you to the Night Stalker Harris Stajinsky, Brian Demolisher Del Pozo, Kefis the Incorruptible, Momentum Mike Elliott, Dan the Truth Trudeau, Joel Justice, Jalen the Sanguine Sorcerer, Marvelous Mike and Mackenzie, Marley Manistorm, the aforementioned Slow Flow Dameron, Amin Almighty Perez, Pete the Dreamweaver Collins, and Christian Uncaged Harriet. You guys are phenomenal. I love how many of you that I just shouted out are in the chat right now. It's amazing.
Putting those faces in it.
And so many of you are also channel members, which is incredible. Double dippers. I love all you channel members. You guys are fantastic. Thank you for supporting us in that way. Our channel membership is something that we are proud of. We put out videos for you guys every single week. Early access. And then, of course, you get, your green name in the chat. You get the emojis in the chat. We really appreciate all that support. Thank you so much.
And Dan gives a good shout out. Patreon goals. Matt, YouTube channel, got it monetized. Jeff Johns, he's a buddy. He's part of his family. 2024, bigger and better, baby.
Can I? Would it be in poor taste if I brag just a little bit on the Jeff Johns front? Would that be?
It depends if that's your interview of the year.
Kel, what do you think?
I would say take it easy.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, keep it tasteful.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
I'm not saying you can't. Just, don't forget.
Right, of course. All I was going to say was we went from not knowing Jeff Johns in 2021 to having spoken to Jeff Johns on the phone,
Oh, yeah. That rules.
Yeah, it's incredible how far we've come and how that relationship has developed, and frankly, how everything else has developed. In fact, if you guys will indulge me for just a minute, I wanted to rap with you a little bit about how well we did this year on YouTube.
Ooh.
So in the calendar year from December 30th, 2022 to today, we had 212,000 views, which is up 458%.
Yo, that's crazy.
Our watch time, you guys spent a lot of your time watching us. 15.1K hours of watch time, which is up 203%. 1,000 subscribers in the calendar year, which is up 222%.
And on the subscriber front, if you're listening now and are not subscribed, you're one away from 1.8. Please.
The live ticker shows we are officially at 1,800 subs.
Ooh,
We did it on our last episode.
Let's
Thank you guys so
go.
much. Whoever that was that did that, thank you. That's awesome.
Muchas gracias.
And the last thing I wanted to share with you guys is the best performing episode of the year, which is Jeff Johns interview number 2. Our second interview with Jeff, which I actually didn't think did that well. That was our best performing episode.
Those Jeff ones have a long tail usually.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. The second best performing was actually Heather Antos.
Oh, nice. All right.
Oh,
Thank you,
yeah,
thank you,
good.
hate watchers.
Yeah.
And the third best was the Tilly Walden.
Oh,
So-
yeah. All right.
Again,
John Styles, were you that number 1,800?
Hey, he said,
Thank
I
you're
see
welcome.
you.
Let's
Thank
go,
you.
baby.
Thank you, John Styles. And no one be that person who unsubscribes just to get us under the number. Don't be
Matt.
that.
yeah, man, I'm looking at you.
Yeah, that would be mean. All right. So just huge thank you to everybody who's made this year so incredible. You guys are I think I speak for everybody here when we say that, like, when we started doing this, we did not have anywhere close to what we have now. We talked into the void.
Yeah.
For a long time.
Yeah.
Someone, I think it was Marco, remarked earlier before we started the show that how cool it is that people are sitting waiting for us to go live. And it is cool. It is cool that you guys do this every week. Jeff Johns said, and he brags about it all the time, I can't believe you guys do this every week. He told Gary Frank, they do this every week for 7 years. But you guys do it too. You guys show up too every week with us. So you guys are just as much a part of this. You guys are pals too. Thank you.
Papa bless.
You guys ready for the Pallies?
Let's
Hell
go.
yeah.
Let's get it. So, this is the annual Pally Awards for 2023. This is our award show where we celebrate comics. We celebrate the best of the year, not just comics, movies, comic book related media. And we're just going to run down the list of nominees. Each of us will pick. And in the event of a tie, all of you listeners, everybody that has showed up, you phenomenal people, 30 plus of you, you guys will be the deciding factor in any tie situation. You are the tiebreaker. And this will determine what's official. Who is the best writer of 2023? According to the Comics Pals, which is the real answer, of course. We will be determining that here now.
I got the polls ready.
So here we go. We'll start off with the best superhero movie of the year. Now, this was not a great year for superhero movies by any means. And so we only have 3 nominees. The Marvels, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
I find it strange that the person who put this together, their favorite superhero movie isn't even on the list.
Yeah, you want to know why, Tyler? Because I'm not biased. I know that it wouldn't win the poll. I'm not going to put it on the list just because I like it.
I'm just saying.
You'll also notice that Zeb Wells is not on the list for best writer. The Amazing Spider-Man is not on the list for best book.
Damn. Guardians. Wow, which made me cry. Guardians of the Galaxy made me cry.
Which
I gotta say Guardians. Yeah.
It's Guardians for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to pick the Marvels, but I got to go with Guardians.
See,
Yeah.
I think I liked the Marvels more,
Yeah.
but I think Guardians is like objectively the better
Better
movie.
movie, yeah.
I
Yeah.
think so, yeah.
Yeah.
And we've established Across the Spider-Verse is half a movie. So as a collective on this podcast, I will speak for us all
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yo, shout out to Vincent Flanagan, the Marco Mob. I love it.
Marco
Stop
Mob,
it.
I
Mob,
don't
let's
like
go.
that.
They
No.
It's not even me anymore, bro. They just pop up. They come out of the
Stop it.
woodwork.
Vincent Flanagan, that's the first comment I've ever seen from you,
Huh?
and I'm already disappointed.
Sorry.
burner account.
But he probably has a burner account.
I feel like Marco wearing a suit, his name would be Vincent Flanagan.
Yeah.
International spy.
All right, so Guardians wins. We don't even need to go to the audience for that. Although, if you look at the chat, a lot of people saying Guardians. So
Yeah.
clean sweep. This year for television was so bad, we don't even have a category for that.
Good.
It would've
'cause I
been
didn't
worse,
watch any of it.
Yeah,
Let it burn.
it would have been worst of the year, and we didn't want to do that. But I will just shout out that I think Loki season 2 was pretty good.
You're not shouting out your pick of the show, which was Secret Invasion.
We already did that.
I'm just
We
saying.
already did that. Yeah. Best superhero. So this category means what it means is in the comics, what superhero, their story, their ongoing journey, did we enjoy the most this year? The options are Superman, Spider-Man, Batman, Wonder Woman, and Storm. This is a tough one, even for me. I want to say Spider-Man, but I really can't because of how much I fell in love with Superman this year via Action Comics.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm in the same exact camp. Superman.
For me, it's Superman family as a whole had a really good year.
But it's Superman, though.
I know. So that's why I feel like it's Wonder Woman for me.
Okay.
We've only had, 4 issues so far of Tom King's run?
Yeah.
But I'm really liking what they're doing with her as a character in that book.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing with her in that book, so I have no idea what you could possibly base that on.
You'd have to be on Palace Pulse to actually, you know.
Y'all think I don't keep up? Y'all motherfuckers don't think I don't listen to this podcast.
If I
Listen
miss
to
a
you-
show, I'll catch up the next time I have to read it.
Damn. I think I'm gonna say Storm.
Oh, okay.
That still nets out to Superman, though.
Yeah. So Superman will win, but Kale does pick Storm. Good to see that. I mean, Storm had a great year with X-Men Red.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of my
She-
favorite books.
She had some activity, so it's a good Storm year.
Yeah. And Amin says, Batman is right there though. The Ron B stuff, Zdarsky.
If it wasn't for Gotham War, I might have picked Batman.
I think my thing with Batman is like overall, I'm not positive I liked the content of what Zdarsky was putting down, but while I'm reading it, I'm having a really good time. And those are two different things for me.
My runner-up would be Spider-Man. Like in a year where he gets cucked and he gets a horrible costume with the glider, it's still good. Like impressive.
Yeah.
See.
I love Spider-Man this year. So all right, Superman wins Best Superhero of the Year. No surprises yet. Most shocking announcement or news story. This year had a lot of crazy shit happen. And we picked 5 that we think overall represent the kind of year that this was. Miss Marvel's death and resurrection. Pretty shocking. It's shocking how badly Marvel handled it. Skybound acquiring the rights to G.I. Joe and Transformers. The formation of Ghost Machine. The Ultimate Universe revival. Or the announcement of Distillery.
The Skybound stuff, man, that was kept tight under wraps.
Yeah.
And when it came coming, everybody was like, "What? Huh? Where? Wait? Huh?" Good moment.
My gut says the Energon universe stuff too. Although the Ultimate Universe thing is just like bonkers that it's happening in the way it's happening. But Skybound, it was like there was like some buzz about it, but then it just was like, "Hey, Void Rivals, check this out."
Well,
Yeah.
it was even just, oh yeah, Transformers and G.I. Joe are going to Image, whatever. But like it came out of nowhere.
And also
So
really good.
Skybound for me.
Yeah, really good.
I think so. If the question is the most shocking announcement, and I think Ghost Machine has to be that because literally no one saw it coming. It wasn't even a rumor. We knew about it, but it wasn't announced. And the sheer fact of the amount of creatives who are now out of the pool and a part of Ghost Machine, I think it has the most impact on the industry. And I also think it was the most shocking because no one knew about it. So I go with Ghost Machine. But that still results in a Skybound Energon Universe win. No one's shocked by Miss Marvel's death and resurrection?
Like you said, shocked at how bad it was handled. But
I didn't even know it was like I didn't even get to react to it before it was resolved.
yeah.
Film was reborn before the issue where she died happened.
Columbo makes a good point. The Miss Marvel death was the biggest topic for me. Just the amount of discussion around it, especially your guys' episode. Yeah, we talked a lot about it.
But shocking. When she was already announced as a mutant, we knew that thing was coming somehow. Like,
Yeah.
shocking to me is Skybound, because it literally just came out of nowhere.
Yep.
Came out of nowhere, was executed well, and has real good potential going forward.
Amin says Ultimate Invasion was the most shocking for my wallet. Yeah, that's a good point. Absolutely.
Comic Boom, on another note, shocked at how underwhelming Distillery ended up being.
Oh, hey, give him a chance. Hot new upstart,
Oh, I forgot to read the book. I bought it. Forgot to read it.
I haven't read anything that they put out yet, unfortunately.
Somna's
Not out
pretty
of-
good. Somna.
Give him a chance.
Let's get into the nitty-gritty now. Best writer. Tyler, you're muted.
Did we pick one for the shocking?
Yeah,
It was Skybound.
Is it Skybound?
Energon.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
Skybound.
Yeah.
Yeah. Best writer. This is the writer that we feel had the overall best year, that put out the best books, who did the best work. And I think a lot of the like top tier A writers had weird years, lackluster years. But that's okay because it allowed people who might not normally make this list to make the list. So here we go. Tom King, a perennial on the list. Kelly Thompson, Al Ewing, Philip Kennedy Johnson, or Chip Zdarsky. For me, this is easy.
It's
Yeah.
easy for me too. Yeah.
Are we all in lockstep agreement here? I wonder.
Kelly
three,
Thompson.
On three.
2, 3.
Philip
Kelly
Kennedy
Thompson.
Johnson.
Oh
Wow.
Wait, Tyler, where'd you go?
Kelly Thompson. She had 3 amazing books this year in
Yo,
pure numbers.
So did
Tyler,
PKJ.
my man.
3?
Yes. Incredible Hulk, Action Comics, Green Lantern War Journal.
Oh yeah, War Journals this year. All right. Well, that explains why it's split down the middle.
Oh, interesting. You
And
know
this
what?
makes it the first time we have to go to the audience.
I
So
told you,
audience-
Well,
Yes.
let's talk it out between us. See if we can sway each other.
You don't want to bring the audience into the fold?
Let's bring the audience in.
Okay.
Let's see.
We've made it. We've made our choices.
Best
So,
writer.
audience, the call is for you guys to say who you think was the best writer of this year. And if the answer, it can only be Philip Kennedy Johnson or Kelly Thompson, because we have to break the tie. So, Marco, don't give them every option.
Just did 2.
There we go. All right. There you go.
Cool.
Marco. Thanks.
Yeah. And you
And
guys
don't
let us know.
vote, Marco.
My hands. Look at my hands. Look at my hands.
Amin says Williamson and Ram V. Williamson,
I don't
I mean,
know,
for what?
bud.
For which book? Duke.
I
was
think
great.
he got derailed, Williamson. I think he's got more stuff coming out next year. Could be a pretty big
Yeah.
year. But.
And also, I neglected to say this, and it's my fault. These options for everything comics related are only based on things that we actually read on Pal Schools. So you're not going to see names or books that we didn't read. So like a lot of Rom's books, we simply just didn't cover.
They're good.
Yeah, they're good. We just didn't really do them.
Go
Like
check
that.
out Rare Flavors.
Yeah, Rare Flavors is awesome.
Have you
Great
kept up
book.
with the Vigil?
I really liked the Vigil. I thought the Vigil was great. Detective is the one that I had to drop. Oh, I kept buying it, but I dropped
forgot.
reading it.
Kelly Thompson's Captain Marvel run ended this year too, so there's a 4th there.
Did it?
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Over 50 issues on that too. Huge.
Holy shit! Really?
Yeah.
Damn. Let's see.
Captain
Ooh.
Marvel 50 and Birds 1 are stupidly good.
Yeah.
Wow, the
I don't know
poll-
how
poll's
people sleep on
close.
Kelly Thompson.
The poll is
And,
close
uh,
and getting closer.
Black Cloak too.
Black
Black
Cloak.
Cloak,
Yeah,
the
that's
Cull.
right.
Yeah.
The Cull was really good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, my thing with Philip Kennedy Johnson was like the Metallo stuff was good, but for me it felt a bit too like stuff I'd seen before.
Dragged too.
And dragged a little, and it felt like it was surrounded by stuff, like the criticisms of the Superman family.
Paul says Mark Miller was great this year. Big Game, Ambassadors, and Nemesis. I finished 0 of those. I bought all of them, but I finished 0. I just
But don't
stopped
worry.
caring.
Man, I
Don't
wish
worry,
one of
he'll-
us on the show could do a Mark Miller impression. That'd be so much fun.
Yeah.
Phil would have been able to pull that off. All
Yeah,
right,
we
let's
don't do
close the
characters.
poll.
Well,
All right,
able
done
to
it.
is pretty generous.
Yeah.
There you go.
It would have happened.
Get your last votes in. I'm gonna give it a second. 3, 2, 1. All right. Let's see.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty close. 55. Philip Kennedy Johnson. Kelly Thompson. 44%. 18 votes. Thank you guys. Real good numbers.
Brad.
You have it.
So Philip Kennedy Johnson is the Comics Pal's best writer of the year.
Sean,
But,
who won last year?
I think it was Tom King.
Okay. Oh yeah, Human Target. Yep.
With Human
Oh, that's
Target.
right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he swept up last year over here. No slouch though for Kelly Thompson. Kelly did a great job this year. We loved her. We had her on the show. She's phenomenal, and I project she'll have an amazing 2024. And I think everybody on this list probably will.
Give her X-Men. Just saying.
It is.
Hey, Kelly, come on back.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
I'll
sure
just
she
put that
will.
out there. Come on
Yeah.
back, Kelly.
Sure she will. Let's jump into best artist. Art was phenomenal this year. No
Yeah.
slouches on this list. Max Fiumara for The Sacrificers. Nick Klein for The Incredible Hulk.
Oh yeah.
Daniel Semper. Come on.
Yeah.
George Jimenez and Valerio Schiti.
Ooh, torn on this one.
This was tough.
Schiti, of course, is doing Gods right now.
I forgot about
Jimenez on Batman.
Fumara on Sacrificers.
Fumara's good. My pick goes to Nick Klein, though.
He's doing some work over on Hulk.
The stuff on Hulk, he's drawn some of the most wild Hulk transformations I've ever seen before.
Everybody's saying Dan Mora. Like I said, we it's only books that we read. We don't really read World's Finest like that.
He is good at it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan Mora won last year, I believe.
Pretty sure.
Either him or
Danny Warren Johnson, I think, might have won too.
I think I might. I think I might do Samper. There's just like this bigness to the stuff that he draws. This was tough though.
I go with Semper. Wonder Woman is, to me, it's the best looking comic book right now. It's just too crazy how good it looks. Nick Klein's phenomenal. Everybody on this list is great, but I don't know, man. I gotta go with Semper.
I'm gonna go with Fee Waiver. Jimenez has the best action, and that's where I'm at. I like Jimenez on Batman.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. He does that like weird thing that you see in like actual animation where the body's kind of morphing away
Yeah.
through each
Yeah.
frame.
And that was Batman 900, that anniversary issue where he did all those different styles very well, and has done it again in the stinking the past couple issues. It's Jimenez for me.
You got me. It's Jimenez for me.
I don't know why I picked the Superman image for Jimenez.
In the year where he's on Batman.
It's a good Superman.
He's a good Superman.
So Jimenez wins, yeah? Yeah. Jimenez,
Wow.
best artist of 2023, according to the PALLY Awards.
Wow.
I didn't expect that. I did not expect that.
That dude's already handsome enough. Do we need to give him another award?
Oh.
Like, he already won life.
Yeah. You see his most recent Instagram post?
I didn't.
Well, you'll see it and you'll
It's just
double
unfair.
your statement.
No, it's just unfair. I don't need to know.
Comic Boom says there can also be a separate category called Best Artist and Writer Collaboration. We'll get to that.
We'll get to it, yeah.
Oh,
We
Oh,
have
yeah.
that. Best Colorist, Jordi Belair, Marta Gracia, Brad Anderson, Matt Wilson, Marcio Menes.
This goes to Jordi Blair for me. What she's doing on Birds of Prey is bonkers. It's the weirdest color palette for a superhero book out there, and it is impressive.
I'm gonna go with Matt Wilson.
Yeah.
I really like what he's doing on Thor.
I agree. Matt Wilson and I think I like the Hulk stuff. That just like pulpy, little muddy, but like in a way that fits the aesthetic of the book.
Yeah.
Brad Anderson. Brad Anderson and Gary Frank. They're just perfect together. It's insane how good they are together. Everybody else here is insanely talented. They're all great, but they do their work a lot of different places. Brad Anderson and Gary Frank have worked together so much that it's when they're together, it's perfect. And I think he elevates all those books that he does work on. So I go with Brad.
Man, a lot of people in chat for Jordy. Makes a lot of sense. She knocks it out
Yeah.
of the park.
Yeah, I
So,
really love Birds of Prey.
I also appreciate Jordy's ability to not be online. Like, it's
Yeah,
impressive.
Yeah.
so Tyler and Kale both picked Jordy. Is that
No, I
No.
picked
Wilson.
Matt
Matt
Wilson.
Wilson? And Marco, you picked.
Wilson as well.
So Matt Wilson wins. Nice.
Ooh, Uncaged. Shout out to Bon Beyond. Yes, she's absolutely great and
Yeah.
very, very underrated sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, and unfortunately, we can't add absolutely everyone. There will always be people who just don't make it. But yes, I completely agree. Best letterer: Hassan Otsman El How, Clayton Cowles, Rob Lee, Joe Caramagna, or Aditya Bidikar.
Ooh, oh, did you? No. Haas.
Gotta be
Definitely.
Hassan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's gotta
it for
be
me.
Hassan.
He's just the way he does things, and the way he thinks about lettering, and it's so active. It feels like he's talking. You're not just reading block text, and I really appreciate that part of the things that he does. And follow him on Twitter. Great follower. Follow. He really has really good thoughts about the way that he constructs his lettering. It's excellent work.
One of my favorite things he does on Twitter is he'll just post letters that he did out of context off
Yeah.
a page, just like a transparent PNG of it. He's like, something I'm coming. I'm like, I want to know what that's from. It's a little teaser there.
Amin Perez says, "Whoever is lettering for Spurrier, bro, is putting the grind."
That's Hassan. That's Hassan, man.
Is it?
Yep.
Boy.
Hilarious.
And he did the trees. Was it Beneath the Trees?
Yeah, that's what I have up here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Clayton Cowles. Clayton Cowles letters every single book, and it's always great.
If we're doing
Let him
sheer
out the
output
basement.
alone, yeah.
Don't let him out the basement. We won't have comic books if they let him out the basement. He's chained. He has to be. He's not uncaged. He is caged.
I want to make that a merch drop. Just like set Clayton Cowles free.
Just a free Clayton shirts.
Yeah, free Clayton. Yeah.
So Hassan wins.
Think so.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he won last year too. It's hard for me to believe he won't win. It's just he's just that damn good.
It's good.
Yeah. Shout out to Rob Lee. Joel Anderson says Rob Lee. Yeah, anyone could win. It's a tough category as well. How about this one? Best cover artist. Best cover artist.
I might have rigged this one by picking Peach Momoko's Phoenix cover for Jean Grey for Sean to look at on here. I'm just saying, but
I haven't seen it, or maybe I haven't. I don't remember. Alex Ross, who has done a crazy amount of covers this
He
year. I
does
feel like.
covers. We get it.
Pete Momoko, Daniel Semper, Martin Simmons, Dan Mora.
this was a tough one, dude.
For me, it's easily Alex Ross. Alex Ross is I think the best cover artist of all time. And he did crazy work on Immortal Thor, Fantastic Four, and Doctor Strange. Can't beat that.
You see the dinosaur covers he's been doing for Fantastic Four, the dinosaur arc? They're so good.
I don't know that I've seen
There's
those.
one of Doctor Doom riding a T-Rex Doctor Doom.
That's crazy.
Like, and I feel like Ross has been coming, like ever since the Fantastic Four book he did. His covers have been changing the color palette a bit. It's not as straightforward anymore. He's kind of going a little wacky, almost like blacklight posters. So it's cool seeing him spread out a little differently. I'm going with Alex Ross as well.
I want, my heart says Momoko because I love watercolor. I love her style, and I love that like manga influence that she brings. But Dan Mora, man, he's just always good. It's clean. It's always fits the energy of the book, even if it's not obviously reflective of the inside. It stands out always.
I think I might be turning into an Alex Ross hater.
That's
Yes,
crazy.
baby. Yes, baby.
It all
sorry.
like his people all look the same. He's been doing the same figures for years now. I'm sick of looking at him.
The light comes from nowhere. Like,
I gotta say Dan Mora.
woo!
So he's another
Ooh,
tie.
Another tie.
All right, let's
Let me
go
get
to
it
the
up.
audience. Dan
get it.
Mora or Alex Ross. Those are your options. Who do you think was the best cover artist of this year?
Yeah,
CW
Capsule says I'm Alex Ross out. That's how I
and-
feel, man.
And CW Gordon says, feel Alex Ross did a bit too much this year. Are there Alex Ross truthers out there? Like, is he?
There are Alex Ross haters, and it's crazy to me. Like, this is an OG legend of comics who's still doing tremendous work. How can you hate on that?
I will say Cole gives a shout out to Evan Cagle on Detective Comics, and there's some crazy stuff that Evan Cagle has been doing on there.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. I was torn on Martin Simmons too, to be honest.
Wow. Instantaneous 14 votes and we're split right down the middle.
Keep them coming. Keep them coming. We've got a little bit of
Y'all
time
got-
to play with.
We don't have a second tiebreaker, y'all. We gotta gonna get Sean rolling the dice again.
Right.
yeah, and we know
There's
those
just-
dice are rigged too against me. So
I'm very much looking forward to the fact that Dan Mora does both interiors and the covers. The man just puts in work. Like Alex Ross, I understand he takes his time to do the things that he does, but I feel like if for me it's a bit more special when you get Alex Ross interiors. I've seen the covers, I know the poses, and I know the things that he does, but I need a bit more variation from his stuff.
T-Rex Doctor Doom, that's what I'm saying.
And that's a tremendous addition. I'm not gonna lie to you. But his Doctor Doom looks like a soup can.
Since I just started reading this year, I only recently saw a cover and knew who did it across my LCS. It was a cool moment. What was the cover? What was the who was it? Who was the creator? No love for Greg Land. Thank you. I mean, listen, I love Greg
No.
Land, but
No love for Greg Land. We're talking about fee waiver says Ross requires more time and technical skill. Greg Land just traces his. Guess that's
Right.
not
I
to say
don't
that
think we
doesn't
know
require
that for
skill,
sure.
but
all right. Let's close the poll. As long as there's a winner, Marco.
There is. Let's go. Here we go. With 19 votes, Dan Mora just squeaks it out.
Whoa.
42%. Alex Ross at 47. Thank you guys again. One more vote than last time, so thank you guys. It's growing.
All right. Dan Mora wins Best Cover Artist of the Year.
Congrats
Congrats to
on the
him.
Pally.
No slouches in this group by any stretch.
not at all.
Now we go to Best Creative Team. So these are creative teams for specific books, whatever it is that they worked on all together.
Ooh.
We have Jeff Johns, Gary Frank, Brad Anderson, and Rob Lee for Geiger Ground Zero and Junkyard Joe. Philip Kennedy Johnson, Nick Klein, Matt Wilson, and Corey Pettit for The Incredible Hulk. Dennis Culver, Chris Burnham, Brian Reber, and Pat Brousseau on Unstoppable Doom Patrol. Kelly Thompson, Leonardo Romero, Jordy Belair, and Clayton Cowles on Birds of Prey. And Jonathan Hickman, Valerio Schiti, Mark DeGracia, and Travis Lanham on Gods.
I'll come out hot. Birds of Prey.
I'm with Kale on Birds of Prey. I
Kelly
would say
Thompson
Gods is
and-
close, but I think Gods is still cooking a bit.
Kelly Thompson and Leonardo Romero and Jordy Belair are cooking something special there, and they have been from page one.
I was gonna lean the same direction, but just reviewing the list again, and one of my criteria is did this evoke so much that I cried, and only one book made me cry. Actually, like 2-3 books made me cry. But Junkyard Joe, man, for me, it's the creative team behind Jeff Johns and all those guys.
I'm with you. I go with the creative team behind those books as well. I think that the fact that they're the only team on this list that has more than one book with the exact same people on it is pretty crazy. And even though not all of Junkyard Joe came out this year, I think between the both of them, I have to go with them.
Get that poll up, Marco.
Got you. I got you.
We
Give
have
me a
another
sec.
tie.
Although Sean, the
Audience.
Unstoppable Doom Patrol did do that issue with the woman with all the different faces coming out of her head. Did that not
Yeah, that
elicit
was
anything in
awesome.
you?
It elicited fear and
Oh,
horror.
okay, all right.
Yes,
That's not a criteria then. Okay.
Utter disgust.
This is a terrible choice. What do you mean?
It's like
How
the good son.
What do you mean, Uncaged? How is this a terrible choice?
Uh,
Go ahead, Kale.
It's the Solomon story where he has to cut the baby in half.
Oh, like it's a painful choice. It's a hard decision to have to
Yeah.
make. Okay. Fair enough.
Uncaged says BOP had my heart, but the ghost books are the wave.
The only book on this list that I'm not like that hot on is Gods.
Which, if you had told me that last year, that
Yeah.
you'd be lukewarm on a new Hickman Sheedy book,
Right?
it's nuts.
I know. It shocked the shit out of me too, trust me.
Uh-huh.
I didn't even realize how many people liked it.
Sorry, I had to cut down on some. Only got a character limit, so.
Yeah, it's all right. Get
Oh.
your votes in. Let us know which creative team you think wins this category. It's the Junkyard Joe Geiger team or the Birds of Prey team. Man, I feel like if we're talking about the book that like out of these that shocked the shit out of us, which actually is a category that's coming up, so I shouldn't even say what I was about to say.
Damn, I was. It might be the same thing I'm thinking.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna
Okay.
find out real soon. Yeah, let's if there's a winner, let's close it.
Let's check. There is a winner. Yep. All right. I'm gonna close it. 3 seconds. Get your votes in. 3, 2, 1. Hey, Papa. Ooh, 56%. Jeff Johns, Gary Frank, Brad Anderson, and Rob Lee wins it out. 56%.
Awesome. All right, so the Ghost Machine takes it home in this case. But great job to Birds of Prey. Incredible book. Incredible book. Capsule says Doom Patrol shocked the hell out of me. Me too.
Yeah, man.
Me too. Let's jump into best issue number 1. This is the issue 1 that really came out of nowhere and was, just slamming. Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, Unstoppable Doom Patrol number 1, Birds of Prey number 1, Universal Monsters Dracula number 1, or Transformers number 1. What do you guys say?
It's a tough one.
Birds of Prey.
Beneath the Trees, man.
Yep, I'm with you.
I think it's Beneath the Trees for me too, because I think Transformers number 2 is better.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And I would say the same for Birds of Prey.
Yeah, I agree. Those felt more like setup issues. This
Yeah.
is like this is what it is issue.
Beneath the Trees
in
was
the
like, here,
world.
let me kick you in the balls real quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Absolutely floored.
I guess I must have just been wearing my cup that day.
I stopped.
Didn't do anything for me.
I learned to
Kale's
like
big
it.
old cup of coffee.
So that's a clean or not clean. Oh, well, Kale, what's your pick?
Birds of Prey.
Oh, Birds of Prey. All right.
Yeah.
So Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees takes this one. Birds of Prey was also phenomenal. Man, I really love that Universal Monsters Dracula.
That was
I did too.
good.
Yeah, I did
That
too.
was real good. Real
I
good.
just I love Birds of Prey a lot more.
Yeah. And isn't it cool how only 2 of these books are big 2 and
Yeah.
no Marvel?
Yeah.
Fucking
that's
rules.
awesome.
And the big 2 books are Doom Patrol and Birds of Prey. Like,
Yeah.
Right. It's
Yeah.
crazy. What a year. Cole says Transformers. I have not read Trees. I really, really, really think you should. I think
Heavy.
Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees is a book that you don't know you want, but you actually probably do.
Hey, Joel Anderson.
Unless
Duke
unless
number
you've
1.
seen Dexter, and then
Oh, get over it. It's a good comic, bro.
Yeah, Green Lantern War Journal #1 was amazing. Duke #1 was fantastic. Sacrificers #1, although I think that book just got better as it went on. Like
Yeah.
issue 5 is insane. I don't know that I would say issue 1 is the best issue #1 of the year.
Columbo says, "Poor birds of prey, always a bridesmaid, never a bride."
Yes, I'm going down with that ship. Like,
Nothing wrong with that. This is the last chance for Birds of Prey and a few other books. Best series. This is the best, ongoing series. Events don't count here. Books that are marketed as limited series don't count here. The Incredible Hulk, Transformers, Birds of Prey, Action Comics, and X-Men Red.
do it one more time. Birds of Prey.
I'm
go.
with you on that one. It was close. Transformers, close second, but it's Birds of Prey for me.
Damn, bro. You know what? Sean, come on. Back me up, buddy. Action Comics.
I really want to back you up, man. I really do.
No.
Really do.
Come on, dude. Don't do this to me.
Action Comics.
Yes. Oh,
And
yes.
Sean certified Marco's minion confirmed.
Ayo.
Wow.
It be your own.
I love the book. I just think it's been great.
What were you conflicted about?
Birds of Prey.
Oh, damn.
It's like I say, I think Kelly Thompson and Leo Romero and Jordi Belair are doing something special that is more unique than what Action Comics is doing.
I think that's true. I agree with you on that. But it's hard for me to vote against the book that made me a Superman fan. Like, it made me a fan of a character that I've lived all these years and didn't care about. So it's hard to bet against that. But the audience will have their say now. Best series, Birds of Prey or Action Comics, you decide.
And Vincent, I allow all my minions to follow their hearts. So please do what's true to you, baby.
Vincent's the one that said "bop is a bop." I like that.
There it is.
Wow. Aaron Ruiz, Sean siding with Marco, how low you have fallen. I'm siding with Philip Kennedy Johnson and the crew, not Marco.
He's gonna be saying how much he likes Flash here next week. Don't even
If
worry.
that-
Flash #5. He's gonna be campaigning. Oh, I love Cy Spurrier.
If that happens, that will be the way for you to know that I've been replaced by a scroll or Marco's AI that has infected me.
I think it's already happened.
It's slow.
Hell
It's slow.
no.
The
I
virus
turned
is
my
slow.
back for 1 month.
Needed you here, man. See what happens?
Ooh, wow. 20 votes. Look at that. Love to see
This
it.
one's
And,
hot.
and you know what? Clear winner. I'm gonna end this one. Here we go, baby. You know what? I respect it.
Wow.
Birds of Prey gets the big win. Birds of Prey is the Comics Pals Pally Award winner for Best Series. Congratulations to the team. Amazing work. And by the way, if I had to say my top 5 books this year, the only book that isn't here that would be otherwise is Spider-Man.
No?
Mm.
Yep.
But I've loved all these books. These have been phenomenal.
Yeah.
Excellent.
What a year. What a year.
Spider-Man has been good this year. That's true.
Yeah. Come on
Sound,
now.
man.
It's literally only not here because I didn't want to hear about my bias. And I know that it's not popular. So if people don't love it, shouldn't be here.
And like, I don't think us four would complain about it either.
Yeah.
I think we've all been enjoying Spider-Man this year.
Yeah.
I could take it or leave it.
We could take it or leave it, Kale, but I feel like every time we tune in for an issue, we go, you know what? Nothing about this comic was wrong. I'm just mad about it.
I'm not even mad about it. Like, it's good. It's good comics, but it's Spider-Man. Like, it's stuff that
We've seen it before.
Yeah,
I say this all the time, but I've seen it before.
sure.
Yeah.
And I think that's
But
why I like
it's-
Birds of Prey. It feels
But
fresh.
it's good comics. Yeah. Yeah.
Chillmonger says, I would complain. Hey, man, you know what? I'm sure that on your podcast, The book of the year is Black Panther. I'm pretty confident in that. But around these parts, we like different stuff.
I have heard it's pretty decent.
I don't even know. I'm not reading it. I'm done with Black Panther for now. Because every time since Ta-Nehisi Coates that I buy into the book, I end up not liking it.
You're waiting for T'Challa to show up in the book.
Yeah.
You're waiting for your MCU 616 synergy to happen.
Oh, Capsule, Kaya. Yes, I
Yeah.
love Kaya so much.
That was good.
Had we reviewed more issues here, it definitely would have merited being on the list. But
That's
Kaya's
the-
phenomenal.
That's the guy that did Deadly Class, right?
Wes
Yep.
Craig, yeah.
Yeah, Wes Craig.
Yep. Got an interview with him this year at Comic-Con, if you haven't
That's
seen
right.
that. But we've got more to go. We've got Best Publisher. Which publisher was the best in 2023? Marvel, DC, Image, Boom, Skybound, and Dark Horse. Now, I wasn't sure, and so we can have the conversation. Skybound is its own thing, but it's under the Image umbrella. So when we say Image, does that include things like Skybound? Does that include Ghost Machine, or are we considering them separate entities for this?
I think
purpose?
they're separate. Yeah,
I
they're
Googled
separate.
this because I was confused when I was putting this together too. It does show Skybound as a publisher,
But
because they also
Okay.
publish games and shit like that. So
Right.
it's different in the same way that DC and Vertigo are different.
But see, I'd argue Vertigo's a subsidiary of DC. Therefore, they fall in the same thing.
I don't know what to say. They're not like
I happen to know that Ghost Machine and Skybound have their own systems for like distribution and like
yeah.
they do their own thing, but they are under the Image umbrella. So maybe we can do something different next year. In my opinion, they're materially different enough to be different publishers, but I get the argument against that. But for now, we'll go with this.
I still think it's Skybound though. If I'm gonna pick one of these, it's Skybound.
Oh, it's definitely Skybound.
Yeah.
yeah. Skybound.
Yep.
Just from even hearing like retailers speak about it too. It's like, oh, Skybound is the most for us.
Yeah.
And fucking I would have thought DC, but then I remembered, remember that 3-month Night Terror?
No, I don't. I woke up from it. Thank you.
That was terrorism. That's what DC did this year.
That was night terrorism.
Yeah. Yeah. They terrorized me and my mind. I cannot go with DC. Marvel in my opinion, Marvel had a bad year. DC's events, though, were just ass. And Skybound has the benefit of not having to worry about any of that stuff. They put out the Energon universe, which obviously everybody loves. And how can you go against that?
Mhm.
So
I want DC to win. Like I'm with Hound and I'm in the chat. But listen, I'm a DC boy at heart, but I can't forgive them for Night Terrors.
DC should be the clear winner minus Night Terrors. The problem is that Night Terrors happened. If that hadn't happened, I might have gone with DC. But you can't have an event that bad. To me, it's an all-time bad event.
And then also Gotham War, which
Shit.
was nothing. Yeah.
Lazarus Planet was whatever. And Titans Beast World is whatever. Like, they're not bad books, but they're whatever. I don't think there was a single good event this year. Like an event comic.
I think I might agree with you.
Gang War is pretty decent, but it's not done yet. So
Yeah, it's starting off okay.
yeah.
Comic Boom with it. I like that. I love that we have a variety of opinions. Tells me comics are not dying. You are absolutely right, my friend. 100% correct. And the fact that so many people show up and want to hear about this, and want to discuss this and debate this, that's the evidence right there. You guys are great. And I love the fact that you keep showing up. But we do have to get more likes.
Yeah.
What's up with
Marvel.
these- Well, go ahead.
Sorry. Marvel put out Ultimate Invasion. I forgot about the Ultimate stuff. Like in consideration of Marvel, I was just like, oh, what's Marvel done this year? I don't even know. But this ultimate fiasco is like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. It just hasn't gone well at all, unfortunately. Skybound didn't do any events. Yeah, exactly. They didn't disappoint us with bad events. That's sort of the point. We need more likes. Let's get the likes number up. We can do 25. Let's do 25.
And wait,
I've got we're
Skybound
at
did
25.
Skybound
Are
also
we?
did Clementine, like
Right.
more stuff. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
What's a people's elbow slide?
Oh God,
It's a wrestling thing, man.
Damn it.
it's The Rock.
So moving out of the comic book space and into our space, into the Comics Pals space. Best Comics Pals interview. We did quite a few interviews this year. The only interviews that count are the ones that we did for the show. So, like, Comic-Con interviews don't count for this. Jeff Johns and Gary Frank from the Comics Pals episode 374, which just happened, don't have recency bias for the sake of this. Like, try to keep in consideration all that we did.
I know my answer.
Me
Same.
too.
Yeah.
Tilly Walden, which was from the Comics Pals 350. Kelly Thompson, the Comics Pals 330. Victor Dandridge, the Comics Pals 339. Now, this is not exactly an interview. This is his appearance where we broke down Distillery, which is something that people have loved ever since we did it. So I included it here. And Heather Antos from episode 356.
Mine is Tilly Walden. That was a dream
Good
interview
episode.
for me. I love her work. I've been following her for years, and the fact that I got to talk to her, I was stunned. And she's so good to talk to. She's incredibly quick-witted, able to just be really eloquent about the way that she thinks about comics and construction. And I feel like I learned a lot from that episode outside of getting the chance to just talk to her as a person. So I'm just thankful for that episode. That's my interview of the year.
You know, for me, it was tough between. It was almost Kelly, but I think it's Tilly. I think it's Tilly for me. It was such a. It's a realm of comics I don't dip my toe in enough. And it was a learning experience talking with her as well. Which, like, as much as I love, Jeff Johns, Gary Frank, Kelly Thompson, and what, like, Heather, does with comics. Tilly I learned stuff with Tilly that I didn't quite know. So.
Yeah, Heather was a dream guest for me. She's been top of my list since we started the show. So I was blown away that we got to speak to her, and I loved the interview. I've listened to it multiple times, actually.
Wow. Wow. This is so hard, man. This is so hard because Tilly Walden, it's not just the interview. It's being exposed to her books for the first time. Man, that whole process, I feel like I went through something talking to her. It was weird. Like, I had a weird experience. Like a very introspective experience. But Jeff Johns and Gary Frank, man, that was it for me. That, like, I never in my wildest dreams up until a few months ago thought we would be able to speak with both of them at the same time. Damn. I
Split the difference and go Heather.
Which was also incredible because Kale said that's one of his dream guests, one of mine too. I've tried before, but it just never was able to happen.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with Johns and Frank, Jeff Johns and Gary Frank.
So Tilly takes it.
Tilly, yeah.
So, you all three went Tilly.
Me and Marco did.
No, I said Heather.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah. So you messed us up. Thanks, Sean.
Well, be like that. I had to follow my heart.
And I'm really appreciative that Tyler and Sean got to delve into that space, just knowing that that's not their bag necessarily on a day to day, I guess. So yeah, I was another just boom bonus on top.
It wasn't really my bag until you. What did you have me read during Pals Pulls? I think you had me read something, Marco.
Oh, probably one of her books.
It was one of her books. It was like there were young people in a house and they were snowed in or something.
Yes, yes. I'm blanking on the name.
But really good. I was like, oh shit, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Atomic Hound saying all great, no need to pick one. Cole, everybody's a winner. Yeah, I completely agree with that as well. Like these were all great. I think if you haven't heard any of these, forget about us. Just for the sake of the creators and what they had to say and the deep conversations that we got into, I personally feel like we got one of the best interviews with Heather Antos that she's done.
Yeah.
And I listened to quite a few to prepare for that. Frank, to be really honest, I feel the same way about every single one of these.
Yeah, to be real Gary Frank with it, I agree. Yeah.
I don't even know if there is a Jeff Johns and Gary Frank interview anywhere else.
I saw one other place, but yeah,
Where? How long ago?
like a month ago.
But like it's from a month ago?
Yeah.
Nah, fuck them.
No, they're cool guys. We met them.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Then I love them.
Fuck them anyway.
For the last category, we have Best Book Club. So we did, 12 book clubs this year, maybe even 13. I don't know. These were the 5 that I plucked out that resonated in my mind the most with each of us that I can recall. So, Batman: The Long Halloween, Black Sad, Tokyo Ghost, Far Sector, and Sin City.
Even though I spelled it wrong on the slide, I think it's Long Halloween for me. Just that was the first one that we went live with, and it added a kind of a new dynamic to the idea of a book club that I just really enjoyed. And plus, it's like the best Batman story ever. So
That's all right.
oh boy, here we go.
Tokyo Ghost. I've had it on my. I've had it individually forever, and it was finally a reason to crack it open. And Remender's always been a writer that Sean has spoken very highly about, and as we've done more and more book clubs and gotten to read more of his work, I realized how intelligent and how much of a fan I've become of his, and so it's just another ad there.
People are asking for invasion. We missed a trick here. It made an impression. You can't deny that.
You're right.
Yeah.
Marco enjoying that and liking Cy Spurrier tracks. Marco just likes to read.
Onslaught, baby.
think I gotta go with Marco. I think Tokyo Ghost was mine.
Man, Tokyo Ghost is one of my favorite books of all time. Just incredible. But the vibe, like if we're talking about the discussion and if we're talking about the vibe, bringing the book club live with The Long Halloween, I just think it was it. So I'm gonna go with that and turn it to the audience.
Ooh, here we go. Give me 1 second.
So audience, your choices will be The Long Halloween and Tokyo Ghost. I do want to say, you can't really go wrong. Look, I know that a lot of you that listen to this podcast don't necessarily tune in for the book clubs. I want to make the argument that you're missing out. I think that our book clubs are actually pretty good. I understand that, maybe you haven't read the book in a while. Maybe it's a book you've never read. But one of the things that I have gotten out of the book club, and Pals Pulls for that matter, is that it exposes me to things that I might not have normally engaged with. So I suggest, even if you're not a member of our, patrons get to choose which book because there's a selection between the 4 of us, and patrons get to pick which book wins. But I suggest that even if you're not on that, these books and these conversations, if you love hearing us talk about comics, this is that, but it's all comics. It's only one comic that we're talking about, with breakdowns, with deep conversations, deep thoughts, and the live ones have your participation in them as well. So I think you should check out these book clubs and the ones we do in 2024 if you haven't been. And as a tease, the first book club of 2024, if it's still like this, the last time I checked it was, is The Dark Knight Returns.
Ooh, starting off with fire.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Well,
Fire.
we're starting off.
I'll second that, Sean. I think one of the things that we all do well is we come with like a really good head for comics. And who was it? Roboters in the chat, runner up to Sin City. I like how each POW came at that one. That diversity of opinion, I think, flourishes even more so in the book club, because sometimes it can be divisive, sometimes it can be an art thing, sometimes it can be a story thing, a craft, whatever it might be. There's so many more variables there that allow us to be able to have a further nuanced conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Capsule says I need to join in on your book club. You guys pick great books. Yeah, thank you. I think you should. I think you guys are missing out. Joel Anderson campaigning hard for Far Sector. Hey, it's a great book and a great conversation. I don't disagree.
And I will say, we pick good books, but the Patreon members really pick them. So,
Right. Yeah, it's the patrons that make the actual choice. Speaking of choices, why don't we go to the poll?
Let's go. We got it. Oop, and there it is. 77%. The Long Halloween.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Well done.
It's got Batman in front of it. It's yeah.
Well, in that regard, I mean, we win because this is shit we did, so hats off to us. Yeah, that is the Pallies. That's the Pallies for 2023. We're not done with the show. We still have one more thing to do. As you guys know, we love to end with a draft. Before we get to the draft, I want to remind you guys, this year, if you think this has been a great year for the Comics Pals, it's because of you guys. Yes, our efforts, of course. Our efforts have been our efforts for a long time. You guys showing up, you guys supporting, you guys joining us on these live streams, watching our videos that we put out, the evergreen stuff we've been doing. We've been putting out a lot of stuff lately. And you guys have been showing up for it all. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Live feedback. What do you think about the Pallies? Did you have a good time? Do you like it? Is it fun for you?
Thank you for everybody for tuning in.
Yeah. Atomic Ounce's book clubs are fantastic. Thank you. Appreciate you, Atomic Ounce.
Uncaged, I bought Dark Knight Returns, so let's close that poll.
Quite frankly, I think it's just
Safe
it is
bet.
what it is. Yeah, it's a safe bet. All right. Let's do the draft. The last draft of 2023. And the draft concept is the multimedia draft. What the hell does that mean?
Yeah.
So, we will pick one character from across various different forms of media. I'm talking about one character from comics, one character from video games, one movie character, one book character, and one television show character. You cannot pick any character. You cannot say like, oh, Superman, but from the movie. Superman is a comics character. We're going with where the character came from.
Shit. All right.
And
where they originated.
Where they originated. Yes.
And we're just making our most powered team.
Whatever the criteria is for you, as always. Any questions?
manga versus anime. If it was a manga first, that's comics, not TV, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And that would be your comic book choice.
Yeah. Okay.
Repeat it again. Comic, movie, TV.
Comic, movie, TV, video game, and book. Like novel,
Yeah, the things without pictures.
Yeah.
I don't read those, so.
All right. So if you guys are ready, I've got my dice. As you know what we do. I'm going to roll first for Tyler.
I don't like that.
You don't want me to roll first for you? I
No,
won't.
just do it. Just do it.
All
Let's
right.
rip
All
the
right.
band-aid
Here we
off.
go.
Give me that
First,
snake eyes.
12.
first up is Tyler. My rolls have been atrocious lately, by the way. That's a 7.
All right.
I've seen
I'll
worse.
roll for myself. That is a 7 as well. So Tyler and I will have a roll off later. Kale. That is an 8. So Kale's the leader. And Marco. That is a 7. Oh my
Oh,
goodness. Okay.
damn.
So Kale's first for sure. And then I'll have to roll off for the three of us to determine the rest of the order. I'll roll for Tyler first. That is an 11. I'll roll for myself. A 9. And Marco. A 10. Okay.
Hey.
So the order is Kale, Tyler, Marco, myself.
And we can pick any order of the types of
Yes.
media. It's not like first round is what? Okay.
Whenever you get to it.
All right, I'm gonna make my big first one. Maybe fairly obvious. My TV pick is gonna be Kamen Rider.
Nice. Yep.
I thought it was going to be Columbo.
Shit, I gotta change it.
My first.
Oh, no,
one...
no.
Yeah,
Wait.
Tyler's
Oh.
next. Yeah,
Okay.
you're third.
I'm going to go with comics. And I got to get my boy, Doctor Doom.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm gonna do also comic Leonardo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Sick.
When he had the red mask.
Yeah. Yep. The OG.
I'm going to start with comics, and I'm going to draft Superman, my new favorite. And from the video game space, I'm going to draft Kratos, the God of War.
Nice.
Sean,
I'm
I
gonna-
believe Kratos originated in Greek mythology.
he's a book character actually.
Book first. Actually, I don't even know if that's true or not.
It's not. Marco, you're up.
I'm gonna do the Knight from Hollow Knight.
Oh.
Video game, yeah, nice.
I'll pick my video game character. Shadow the Hedgehog when he has the gun.
Yo, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
You guys ever see that picture of somebody at E3? There's like a giant Shadow the Hedgehog with a gun, and he's like right in front of it, about to get executed. It's great. All right,
That's so much funnier knowing what's in your house, Tyler.
Oh yeah, my daily affirmations. Yeah,
I don't know about this.
right above my
man.
toilet in my bathroom, I have a picture of Shadow the Hedgehog, and it just says "nice cock."
Oh yeah, okay. I do know about that. Nice cock, Jason.
Oh man. Okay, so me now. No, I'm sorry. Kale
Kale goes
now.
twice. Yeah.
Okay. My video game one will be Zagreus from the video game Hades.
Wow.
Is that
Okay.
the main character, the playable character?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't played the game, but so I don't know the
It's
character names.
very good. Highly
Is that a?
recommend
Never mind. Go ahead.
it. I'll say that one for the video game pals.
Me?
It's Kale again.
I don't know why I'm going to do this, and I'm going to absolutely regret it. I'm going to do my book pick. Oh. I can't have Columbo, but who I can have is
Oh.
Hercule Poirot,
Yep, I knew it was coming.
Agatha Christie's Hercule Poirot.
Okay.
You go again.
Now it's you, Tyler. Yeah.
Oh, you went twice already, Cal? Okay.
Yeah, I got Zagreus and
Oh, yes, Zagreus, yeah.
Zagreus and Poirot. What a world I've created.
Okay. Let me go with TV and give me Omar from The Wire.
Omar coming.
I want him and Shadow just have guns.
A gun off.
Can I give Doctor Doom a gun too? Like, can they all
Yeah,
have
why not?
guns? Okay, cool.
They gave Shadow a gun.
He's not above guns.
I'm gonna do from movies Yojimbo, Akira Kurosawa.
Oh, good one.
I've got a theme going. In case anybody.
I have a light one. I don't know if I'll pull it off, but
I'm gonna shoot on over to books, and I'm gonna choose Roland Deschain from the Dark Tower. And from television, I'm gonna choose Buffy the Vampire Slayer. My favorite character in all media.
Sean, would
Hmm.
Buffy count as a movie first?
It's. I
That's
mean,
true.
I guess it's technically true, but they're such different characters. Like it's not. It's not. They're not connected in any way outside of the
No,
name.
hold on.
I don't know.
I agree with you.
Right.
They're different characters, but they're the same. Like, I know what you mean.
If you guys don't want it to count, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll make your life a little difficult.
Sure. You do that every single week.
Marco shows up.
Or does it?
Yikes.
Let's see. Television. Well, shit. In that case, I'll go with Walter White. How about that?
All right.
Oh, he
I
cooking.
need a
He
genius.
cooking.
Yep.
Book. I'm gonna do Jon Snow.
Ah.
Marco's read one book.
I haven't even read that one. I don't read. I don't read books like that.
He picked the fucking character from a book he hasn't read.
Okay, I'm gonna go with
No.
movie. I'm picking Roger Rabbit.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Cartoon physics, man.
Right. Who's next? I forgot.
I
Kale
think this
finishes
is
up
my
here.
last one.
Yeah.
I think this is my movie pick. Ah, boy, I'm working. I think I'm gonna go Wyatt Earp from Tombstone.
Solid.
Who was your comics pick, Cal?
Oh, I have two. Oh yeah. Sorry, I filled it out before I said. So yeah, I should have two, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, so that was my movie pick, Wyatt Earp from Tombstone. My comic pick is Usagi Yojimbo, but specifically Space Usagi.
Oh, nice.
Okay. The chat seems to think that Buffy the Vampire Slayer is a valid pick, but you know, it's okay. It's okay.
Well, they can run their own podcast.
It's true. Some of them do.
All right, so
So be
I
careful.
I have book left. Oh God, I'm illiterate. Who actually? I'm gonna pick Sauron from Lord of the Rings.
That's good. Damn, I've read that.
All right.
All right. My last one, TV, Blue Eye Samurai
You want the whole show, or is
Nice
it the name of
one.
the character?
character.
For my movie pick, I am going to choose.
You could take Buffy.
Huh?
You could do Buffy here.
I'm gonna choose Neo from The Matrix. All right. So these are our picks for the multimedia draft, and I see so many different drafts in the chat. We're gonna get to what you guys chose. Kale got Common Writer, Zagreus, Hercule something. I didn't even catch that name.
Hercule Poirot.
Okay. Wyatt Earp and Usagi Yojimbo. Tyler chose Doctor Doom, Shadow the Hedgehog, Omar from The Wire, Roger Rabbit, and Sauron, the one from The Lord of the Rings, not the one from Marvel. Marco got Leo, the Ninja Turtle, the Knight from Hollow Knight, Yojimbo, Jon Snow from a book he hasn't read, and Blue-Eyed Samurai. And I chose Superman, Kratos, Roland, Walter White, and Neo, all white guys. That was my theme. I
Who
don't
was
know if
that
you
the
guys
theme?
caught on.
Got
All
it.
white guys.
Yeah, that was my theme.
Nice.
Whites.
Mine was swordsman.
Ah, okay.
I almost picked Falcor the Luck Dragon from Neverending Story.
Oh, that's a very
book.
you pick. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that book. Great book.
So it's up to you guys. Who do you think won the draft? The last draft of the year. Who are you guys saying won the draft? Is it me? Is it Tyler? Is it Marco? Is it Kale? The vote is up. The poll is up right now. This is the last vote you're going to make for the Comics Pal. So let's make it count. All of you that are watching us, make sure you get your vote in.
I got to say, my votes with Chill, Sonic the Hedgehog, all 5.
Let's see. Robotter's got Wolverine, James Bond, Bugs Bunny, Terminator, Norm from Cheers, and Mega Man. Fuck.
Norm.
Norm.
I
Oh,
should have
Mega
drafted
Man.
Mega Man.
Mega
How could I
Man.
not? I
good.
literally have a picture of him right here.
Let's see. Joel
So
Anderson.
Uncaged. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
All right. Ethan Hunt, Percy Jackson, The Flash, Nathan Drake, and Charlie Cale. I don't know what that last one is.
I know that name.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. What is that?
Uncaged said the whale from Moby Dick, Fraser Crane, Pepper Potts, Goose from Top Gun, and Bowser.
Charlie Cale is
Hey.
Natasha Lyonne's character from Poker Face. Fantastic.
Oh,
show.
yeah.
Aaron Ruiz got Venom, Shadowheart, Dracula, 11, and Terminator. Yo, that is a team that I like. I'm into that.
You got Columbus yet? Detective Team. The Elongated Man, Ace Ventura, Chief Wiggum, Harry Dubois, and Philip Marlowe.
That's a good team. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who said Ethan Hunt? That's good. I'm getting good feedback on that. That's
That
good.
was
Joel-
Joel
Joel.
Anderson. Yeah.
I watched all those this year.
Joe Monger
Sorry.
says all white guys isn't the restrictive theme it should be. I said I had a theme.
He
And also-
didn't want to make it hard for himself.
They took away what would have broken my theme, which was Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
A white girl.
I lost out. Yeah, well, listen. My favorite white girl.
Roboter says, "You are my Huckleberry, Kale."
Oh, yeah.
Trump from Home Alone 2 wouldn't have counted, unfortunately. He was playing himself.
He originated in TV actually from Trump steak commercials.
Wow.
Huh.
Selling insurance.
Have to look that up later.
Oh, you haven't heard of that one?
No.
Yeah.
You don't know
dude.
about Trump steaks, dude?
Well, I
don't
know
even
about Trump
it.
steaks.
Okay.
I didn't know about the TV commercial.
Yep.
I'm assuming.
Oh no, they exist.
All right, let's close that poll. You guys have had your time. Let's close the poll and to see which pal wins the very last draft of 2023.
There it is. And with is that 40%? Oh, mine just popped up again. Yep. Sean wins the draft. The end of year with 15 votes. Nice.
It's an all Sean episode.
Well, listeners, just so you know, you picked the all white team. I'm just saying, you know.
Of course they did. Fuck do you think
Only-
they are?
We've seen our demographics.
I'm totally kidding. I'm totally joking right now. I'm sorry.
I'm impressed. Like, you who say fuck me for?
Fuck you?
Mag, give us that sub back.
Oh my god. That well listened from Sean had layers. It sure did. Thank you guys so much for making this an incredible year. The best year the Comics Pals have ever had by far. I shared the stats with you earlier. So it's not just how we feel about it. It's what you guys have done for us. It's the work that we've put in being rewarded by you guys showing up and supporting every week. Huge shout out to every single person, whether you've been a fan of ours for 7 years or a day. Doesn't matter. If you're one of the 2 people that subscribe to us throughout this show to get us to 1,800, thank you. thank you so much. If you're a patron of ours, thank you. If you're a channel member, thank you. If you like this video, thank you. If you can hear my voice, thank you. Yes, that includes you guys. Thank you guys.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, thank you.
And
Thanks.
thank you. Thank you, Tyler.
No, Tyler doesn't care. He's out.
Thank you. But I wanted
What are
to,
you talking about?
I wanted to thank another listener, actually, real quick. Something I got in honor of the show. Gavin Guidry, who we met at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
I got a little something from him. I got a nice little wildcat.
Hey.
Whoa.
Nice.
Little sketch there.
It's a shame you can't have that. You gotta send that to me, I guess.
I was gonna until that.
Well, listen, I mean, it's not gonna go with your villain wall, right? Like,
That is honestly one of the reasons why I was gonna. But
Now I don't know.
can we have joint custody? Can
Now
I
I-
just cut it in half?
Patreon.com/thecomics-pals if you want to support us in 2024. That's the best way to do that. You get a nickname and a shout out on the show. Gives you the ability to join the Palsverse, which so many people did this year. Huge shout out to everybody that did that this year. But any tier of support, we're thankful for, and it's all great. Channel members, thank you so much. Make sure you join us for the book club that's upcoming. The Dark Knight Returns. We'll announce the date for that really soon. You guys know how to do the internet by now. You know where to find us. You know everything. If you're not subscribed for some reason, subscribe to us. It helps, as you might imagine. Every YouTuber on earth has told you that already. So you know the drill. Let's hit the plugs real quick. Kale.
thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Comics Pals and every episode of the Comics Pals this year. You can find me on Instagram at Toto in Toad. That's TOTOI and TOW. You can find my work at killward.com. That's CALEWARD.com.
You can follow me at Mr. Marco Nomoto. I will be doing the inaugural newsletter for Patreon listeners, and I've been doing some Will Eisner reading. So expect something about Will Eisner.
So you do read books. Cool.
Yeah, but it's not books with characters in them.
Got it.
Fucking Will Eisner doesn't count? Like,
I think he was born.
You can follow me at the Tyler Olson on Instagram and Twitter. I got nothing going on right now. I'm sick, guys. Just if you want to just send good vibes my way, just do that.
Happy New Year. Thank you all so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure to entertain you, hopefully, for the last year. And we plan to do that a lot more in 2024.